to ask, and why would this auction be of note to us with our particular cause?
What's your cause?
To rebalance the distribution of wealth in a post-war economy and help the poor and, take down Maximov and,
Redistribution of wealth in post-war
Maximov
economy?
bad, money good, help people.
I think this lady here had told me that I was supposed to find the Black Crow.
Black
Black
whale,
whale.
perhaps.
Yes.
Yeah.
that.
I mean, that's what the crow whale. I mean, the crow is a type of whale,
So is the crow whale in charge of the auction then?
No. The crow whale. It's not the crow. It's the black whale. Get it right. The black whale is taking a cut of the auction because the slaves are from the sea. The slaves
Rocker's
are
just,
fish.
Like, giggling, like, like, just really enjoying the way he talks.
It was not very clear. They were talking in code. There was something about the fishmen are the slaves. Mermaids? I think they're auctioning mermaids.
Tamsin and Lancaster are like utterly bored by this person and just kind of staring at Soli to see when they're gonna leave.
Alright. Like, I guess, well, thank you for the information.
Wait,
yes.
actually, all of you guys give me an intelligence check.
Alright.
Shit. Alright.
Oh no, I'm not very smart.
I'm not very
It's okay,
anything.
I
All my
rolled
stats are
plus
bad.
89, so I'll be okay.
I got a 29.
I got 19 actually, plus 89.
Oh,
I
damn.
got a 9.
All right.
Or 10.
So Soli and Rocker, you don't understand any of this, but Alexis and the twins, you remember that in this war, you guys are actually fighting the kingdom that spawns from Tide's End, which is an ocean-based trading kingdom. So fishmen could very easily refer to soldiers of the other side of the war. It's not necessarily just the... I mean, he could be fucking crazy and just rambling about mermaids, or, fishmen could easily refer to the soldiers from the war.
And would we want anything in particular with soldiers from the other side of the war?
Oh, maybe not, no. But just to make sure that you know that he's not necessarily just completely rambling out of his mind.
I would say we should purchase some slaves, but we don't have any money. Not enough for a slave, at least.
Yeah, we don't.
We can at least go and check it out and see if there's any other deals going on. Whispers in the crowds.
Well, yes, but we do have a meeting tomorrow at sunrise with the soldiers at the Purple Barn. And
Yes.
then at dawn, what's the word when the
Dusk.
Sunset?
dusk, with Gildy, the singing halfling. And we
Wasn't that
also
supposed to
have...
be tonight?
Oh,
Nope, it's tomorrow night.
That was the next
Oh,
day.
okay.
tomorrow night. So
Well,
yeah.
if we have nothing to do, we might as well go to the auction.
Okay, so...
Or is that happening tomorrow, too?
Yeah, it's tomorrow, but like probably afternoonish. So we got morning, afternoon, and the night.
So we got a big day ahead of us.
We've got a full
Tomorrow.
schedule. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let's get to bed so we can see that day happen.
Alright.
You all go to bed. Everyone chip in 5 silver for today's food and drinks and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys wake up the next morning and head off to the Purple Barn, I believe.
Do the soldiers show up?
The soldiers do show up.
I don't say anything. I just see them and I go like this, and then I clap them on the back and. you know,
So,
meaningful looks and grunts.
So what's the deal?
I explain what we talked about yesterday about the doctor's house being the base of operations, but that we're ready to head off this evening after we meet with some more people who may be joining our cause. And in the meantime, we're going to go to the auction just to see if anything looks fishy before we head off to find Mexamorph.
And we're gonna do a stop in Bormium in order to recruit an apparently very charismatic PR person. Because a charismatic person can always be helpful.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So when do we leave?
Tonight. But first we go to the auction.
And
All
then
right.
we meet with the people at the Purple Barn again.
What are their names?
The soldiers, the 3 soldiers, they all have their armor and some weapons on them, as well as some traveling gear.
Actually, the soldier's idea is really good because we get the gear in bonus. It's very, very nice. Good thing.
So their names are,
Franco,
as in James.
sure.
James Franco.
Cooper, as in Bradley.
Fine. Franco, Cooper, and Shizen.
Reynolds, as in Ryan.
Fine, Reynolds.
I love it.
Perfect.
Or as,
Glorious.
as in Burnt. Burt, I prefer.
No.
No. He's got a mustache. This is the Burt Reynolds. Absolutely.
Ryan Reynolds could grow a mustache if he wanted, Neil.
I don't know who Ryan Reynolds is.
You haven't seen The Notebook?
Doy.
What? What are we talking about?
Actors' names.
I don't. What?
Pop culture.
Starcraft?
Okay, so,
So it's gonna be Marine King, Leenock, and MMA.
Awesome. I am so down with that team.
those are their nicknames. Alright, so we take them to the auction with us.
Okay. You guys arrive at the auction. It is basically the middle of town, in the big town square, and there's an auctioneer up there going, okay, for these 5 slaves right here, how much can I get? Can I get 5 gold for these 5 slaves? Look at the muscles on this guy. 5 gold from Mr. Man in the Hat. Does anyone else can give me 6 gold for these guys?
Mushrooms!
Mushrooms are not accepted as currency here. But this guy, look at this guy. He's got the muscles of a bear. And this one over here, look how tall he is. He could reach any of the apples in any of your orchards at any point in time. And this little guy here is great for digging out holes. 6 gold from over here. And, you know, continues and continues.
And we should use this guy as a PR person.
Do
I
we
bet he
see-
could even get me a date with a human.
Do we see anyone that looks to be, like, presiding over the action, or any suspicious characters, or anything?
I mean, the auctioneer's presiding over the action.
Aside, like, I guess, do we see anything of note that tips us off that maybe we should be interested as somebody who wants to further the causes of King Severus?
I mean, not obviously in public in the middle of the
Okay.
day. No.
So I guess we just kind of hang out and observe, because there's nothing we particularly want to do. Right?
Okay. Yeah, well, I mean, you observe the auction go down then.
Do we see any soldiers that we may have fought against in the war?
Yeah, a lot of these people look like they would be soldiers that you would have fought against. But you don't recognize any of them individually.
Do we see any exceptionally heavy purses that a thief could probably pocket?
Yes. Yes, you do. There are actually quite a few nobles here, although the nobles are kind of given a little bit more room and they have their small retinue around them, their little entourage, including personal guard.
When I see Soli eyeing the purses of some of these nobles, I kind of like, at first I'm a little bit shocked, but then I'm like, if one must forcibly redistribute wealth, it is still for the good of the realm, and certainly those who have much wouldn't mind giving to those who have little. And I look at Alexis to see if Alexis agrees.
Yeah, of course. Except I'm a terrible person for doing these things, so I will just keep my hands in my pocket. 20% chance of success is not good enough. Up.
But the chance for you to be detected is not your failure. They have a 3% chance per level, their level, not your level, to detect you. So even if you fail, you're unlikely to be noticed.
Ah, okay. Well, alright. So how about we're a big group of people, everyone's focused on the auction. I will not try to approach nobles, but if any noble happens to, like, stumble our way, then I would try to pickpocket them. Like, I don't want to go up to them, but if they're, like, passing by... No.
None of them
Is
pass
there a-
by you.
Is there a way for me to like kind of do like a distraction, like oh, I'm so old, and then like bump into them and be like, oh, sorry, and then
Oh yeah, you can make up whatever distractions you want. Totally.
Okay, then if you want to go to the distraction tactic, maybe I can follow you and help you get up.
yeah, like I can like sort of bump into them or like stumble onto the ground, and then Alexis can like if they do try to help. like,
Someone might see, like, is it really a risk worth taking while we have such a great plan?
This is like a high school plan where like we're all standing around, we're like behaving ourselves, and we're like, oh yeah, no, we won't do that. That's wrong. And then we're like, but I mean, it's like not that wrong. It's like, kind of right.
Mhm.
I mean, we could do this. You could do that, you know. And we just kind of like end up down this train where we're like, yeah, go steal his purse. Yeah, go get it. Yeah.
We absolutely need to steal one purse
And
right
we find
now.
out Anna's life of crime back in high school.
You know me.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go try and bump into a few rich people, see if Alexis wants to join in on the plan there.
Okay. So
And I'm like super in awe of Rocker. Like she's becoming like my sage. So when I asked her like, do you think this is a good idea? You know, do you think it's a good idea to steal from the rich as long as we give some of it to the poor?
We are poor. We need the money. And we can help out someone who else needs it.
Yes, helping. Yeah. And I'm like, oh yeah,
I'm
she's so
helping
wise.
myself too.
I just ignore that part. I'm like, yeah, helping people.
Alright, then let's do it, but I feel like this is gonna go badly.
all right, give me a D100.
Both of us, or just
No, just.
okay?
Ooh.
don't know
I mean,
if
you
I
wanted
can-
lower. You wanted what? If
I thought a high
if
was.
it's a 20% chance, you want 1 to 20.
Oh no.
So let's see what this guy's level is to make sure.
See, why are we doing this? Like, our plan is great, and now it's like, come on, Jen, roll a D100 to get caught and then thrown into prison, and then fuck up the whole plan where we lose all of our great things we collected, like soldiers.
Then why are you
This
doing
show
it?
is called Misscliks D&D, and if you haven't noticed by now, we tend to get into these situations.
So you try and get up there and get this guy's purse off of him. And as Rocker goes in and like bumps into him and starts falling around on the ground, and everyone like looks over at her for a moment, you try and get up behind the guy and get to his stuff. But as you approach, one of the guards goes, "Hey, stay away from Lord Zara," and just kind of pushes you
sorry,
away.
But
What an exotic name.
help us, this poor lady, she just fell down. We should get her back up. And then
Someone-
I get out of the way.
Yeah. Someone helps Rocker up, and they just kind of
Hello.
pat you on the shoulder and kindly nudge you in your own direction.
Thank you for helping her get back up. It's really appreciated.
She like Rocker's muttering under her breath, like, "God damn it!"
She's all disgruntled.
So I get back up to my friends and I'm like,
Oh,
I
that didn't
knew
work.
it. Yeah, I've never actually successfully pickpocketed
It's
anyone.
okay, Alexis. I appreciate your help.
Maybe I'll put some more effort into my skills next time. I didn't
Alright.
expect people to encourage me doing this type of behaviors, so I focused on other things.
Well, since we're almost done, and if we're not going to do anything else at the auction, should we fast forward to our meeting with the thieves before we would potentially set off to go find
Yeah.
Meximorph?
Yeah.
Okay. So you got.
Should we just drop by the doctor to make sure he's okay with us using him as a central of everything?
Sure.
Is he leaving with us?
Yeah, he's leaving with us.
Yeah. Oh, we had to wait for him to be ready.
Yeah, so we got like another day or two after this one.
Okay.
He said a couple days, right? So it would be
Yeah.
we would leave tomorrow.
Yeah, probably tomorrow, maybe tonight, depending on when his patients die.
Okay.
So morbid.
We can take care of this.
So you guys wait till dusk and head over towards Gildy
Barn.
near the Purple Barn. You find their house across the street. It's a nice big farmhouse. And out front is Gildy and her brother.
Alexis, lead the way. These are your people.
I say something in Thieves' Cant. Ahoy! Thieves' Cant.
Gildy greets you in Thieves' Cant and invites you into her brother's house. The soldiers are with you too, and the 4, 5, 6, 7 of you go inside. Gildy's brother looks a little bit nervous at seeing so many humans in his house.
Oh, sorry about the tall people. But the good thing is that all of them have been rallied together to do this mission I was talking to you about. That might get some money rolling on our
We're
side.
standing right here, says Bert.
The tall people?
Yeah, he's one of your soldiers.
I didn't mean it as a bad thing. It just meant that you guys are taller.
I know, but we're standing right here. I mean, you could say, you don't have to refer to us in the third person.
Oh, sorry. Well, I shall then name every single person in this room. And then I do name every single person.
Ceremoniously.
Introductions done. Gilly says, so Alexi, what is it you're looking to do here?
Well, we've been looking around trying to rally up a group of people, and our hopes is actually to how could I phrase it? Put Meximorph out of service by perhaps intercepting him traveling from town to town.
You want to put Maximorph out of service, the taxman, Maximorph the taxman.
Mm-hmm. I feel like he has a lot of wealth he's been carrying around.
Yeah, but that wealth is pretty heavily guarded.
But look at our group. Look at how far we've already come. If we have you two as well, we also have a doctor that's ready to
The
follow
farmer
us.
goes, whoa, leave me out of this stuff. This is my sister's business.
Oh. Okay, just you then. We also have a doctor that's going to be traveling with us. We have this PR guy in Bormium that's probably going to join us. We might even have more people come along the way. I feel like this is going to work out. We have another guy also, another person from, then insert Thieves' Cant here.
So you want me to join up with you to go loot the tax caravans?
Yeah, we'll study his patterns, get your expertise in, maybe try to sabotage his card before he leaves for the next city. Get him while he's vulnerable. Do a little noise in the nature. Oh!
We can always slip some mushrooms in the guards' drinks too.
Yeah, our doctor is actually proficient in that too.
Oh, very proficient.
We all give each other meaningful looks, and I'm like,
And in this moment of levity, I'm like, but if you don't want any piece of, the loot or the adventure, then, we'll just move on.
It's a big operation you're intending here.
Yep.
It's kind of actually ludicrous. I mean, you're wildly outnumbered. The soldiers guarding Maximorph are the best that aren't deployed to the front lines. The entire eyes of the kingdom will be out looking for you if you do this. This is insane. This is actually ludicrous. It's actually so crazy it might work. No one would actually ever try something like this. It's literally, it's just crazy enough that it might work.
Does that mean you're in?
if you have other friends that you feel could lend a hand as this, they're welcome. Insert Thieves' Cant.
You do take a long time to make a decision there, lassie, don't you?
I mean, it's...
You also say your rest is very
You have
long.
to remember that the people from the town are actually all against this guy, so.
I mean,
we're
who isn't
slowly-
against him? That's kind of a.
Exactly. Maybe they will not.
Once the dominoes start to fall, who knows what would happen?
Yeah.
Aye, the dominoes.
Look, to be honest, I don't give two shits which way the dominoes fall. I'm in this for the money. So,
Fine by
So
me.
you're in then.
yeah, I guess I'm in.
Hooray!
One more. One of us. One of us.
All right.
Okay, so we've got Gildy, Franco,
Yeah.
Cooper, and Reynolds.
Yeah. The Steve.
Oh, and the
Gilby.
doctor. Does
Oh
the
my
doctor
God,
have a
and she-
name?
And she can sing too.
Oh yeah, Gildy can sing. I'm writing that down.
Yeah.
Is the doctor's name House?
No. No.
Please.
I think he is. I think he told me his name was
No.
House.
No.
And our base of preparation.
His name is Cox.
the Doctor House's house.
His name
Doctor
is
Who?
His name
Hey.
is McGinley. Dr. McGinley.
McGinley?
Yes. Don't me.
All right, so we have 3 soldiers, so that's done. Checking people off the list. This thief singing, Gildy. No friends. I thought she would have friends, but apparently no friends. We're missing Tarius the thief and the PR guy.
Whose name? We were told his name, weren't we? Or were we not?
No, just that he's in Bormium, and the doctor knows him.
Okay. Well, I think that since it's just a little past 9 and we have our party assembled and ready to go look for Maximorph next time, maybe that's where we end this week?
Well, we were missing Tarius the thief.
Yeah, you wanted to talk to the other guy?
Yeah, the other thief. Let's just get him too.
I totally forgot about that. I don't know who
Yeah.
that is even.
We meet him at Clarence's confidential.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that guy.
Okay, so
At
you
the
head back
CCC.
there and you look around and find Tarius.
I go up to him and I'm like, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hello, Tarius the thief. I have come with your plan. See, it didn't take that long.
So what's the plan now?
Let's head over to a quieter section.
Rocker's like
We
dominoes.
So
Alright.
then I see Tarius the thief. We have assembled a party of 10 people
Mm-hmm.
already, including soldiers, other people from insert thief scanned, and my party, and even a doctor and a PR guy. So the plan
PR
is,
guy.
yeah, someone very charismatic to help us gather more people if we need to, and that might be able to get us out of trouble because he speaks very well. Apparently, he gets out of trouble all the time. All of
Alright.
these people are sold on the idea of taking down Maximov. So we would follow him, try to catch him between 2 cities, surprise him, maybe sabotage his chariot and whatnot, do a little bird's noise to distract the party, and then
I like how
boom!
you specifically talk about
Yeah.
the bird noise so often.
Yeah, it's so getting in the plan. And then boom, we strike, tactical surgery mode, grab the loot, maybe kidnap him, and then you can go on your own way or keep hanging out with us until we strike again. That's the plan. Feel free to invite friends.
+1s encouraged.
With you, we are 11.
I don't have too many friends, but I'm down. I'll join you on this.
Sweet. What was his name?
Sweet.
Tarius?
Tarius.
Tarius the thief. Ba, 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 ba.
Awesome.
Yeah, I didn't know this would work out.
We did it. We,
Tarius
for the
thief.
first time, we
Good job, guys.
successfully recruited a helpful crowd.
Yeah.
Nice job.
Hopefully they're helpful.
I've
We're
got
just
some stuff
missing
to
the
do
doctor.
later, but I'll meet you up with you guys tomorrow morning.
All right, tomorrow morning sounds great. Let's all meet up at the doctor's house.
Yes.
Cool.
It's our base of preparation. Doctor house.
Yep. At Dr. House. All right.
So I guess, yeah, the plan is that tomorrow everyone meets up at the doctor's house, and that's how we would head out.
Then scene.
Excellent.
Well played.
So, are we gonna do break,
We
then the thing, then shoutouts, then goodbye? Is that the plan?
Yes. Well, let's do shoutouts first, as though we're ending the show. Then we'll
Mhm.
do a brief break, and then we'll come back and do our big announcement and tell you some awesome things. Sound
Okay.
good?
Well then, shoutouts.
I will start. You can find me anywhere at Ann and Prosser, especially on Twitter and Twitch. Those are where I spend probably the majority of my time. And I try to post on Twitter whenever I go live on Twitch or post a YouTube video or anything else. So please check those out. And I will be casting the Heroes Hype Amateur Series for Heroes of the Storm tomorrow again at 4:30 Pacific on the Heroes Hype Twitch channel. So be sure to check that out. And thank you for watching. And a huge thank you to our guests after all of the kind of like struggle bus that we were on today. Really appreciate you guys hanging in there.
All good.
I'll go next. So later this week, I think Friday, I'm going to try my first marathon stream from Vietnam. This is kind of one of those last minute throwing it together sorts of things, but we're going to try 72 hours or 3 days. We're going to probably start Friday at noon my time, which is like midnight Thursday for you guys or something like that. Because we're not going to have what do you call that thing? Because of PAX, we're not going to have Age of Strife, and we're not going to have a couple of other things, and there's no Solemn and yada yada yada. So I think we're going to try and just do a general gaming 72-hour marathon on Friday. Fingers crossed. I still have to okay it with. I have to get my wife's permission before I can do it, though, guys. So if she says I can do it, then we're gonna go for it.
Safety first.
But that's it for me. That's on twitch.tv/Koibu. There you go.
Go next. You guys can find me on Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Sushi Sam with 2 U's, as you can see spelt beautifully here. I do stream probably like 5 days out of the week. You can check out the streaming schedule that is on my channel, and I do tweet when I go live. Unfortunately, I don't post a YouTube video like Anna does, but that's a really good idea. But yeah, you can just check me out. Pretty fun, exciting, chill person, I guess.
She has a great stream. You should watch it.
Thanks.
I have no streams. I basically am usually in Koibu chat moderating and having fun in there, basically. Look, that's about it.
Koibu chat is a fun place to be too.
Yes,
Koibu
Koibu chat. That's chat.
There we go. We're going to take a break and come back, and we're going to
Shoutouts!
show you a special
You
surprise.
guys don't love me.
Oh, Jen. Yeah, all right, Jen, give your shoutouts.
No love. No love. Then I'll just make my shoutouts ultra long.
Do it.
Not really though. Okay, follow me at LiveandPinkSC2 on Twitter. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to ask some questions on our subreddit. I feel like we're not getting enough question action, so you should let's do a Q&A or something. Let's do a thread. Yes. You should do it, Neil, because you skipped me in the shoutouts. And then
I think you should do one. You're so excited about it. You have so many things that you can answer. You've got all these plans. You've been taking notes. I think you'd make a great answerer for a Q&A thread.
Sure, I'll make a Q&A thread. Feel free to ask me all your questions. It's great. Neil will not reply. And besides that, you can follow my game at Rainbow Six Game. And my game. I'm making it all by myself. There's not like 400 people working on it right now. No. And that's it. Thank you guys, and see you next week. Much love. Oh, actually, I'm not there next week. Well, you all see each other next week.
Okay. We're going to go to break, and we'll come back with a super secret special Misscliks surprise.
Yay!
Bye-bye.
Yay.
Bye.